Hey everybody, how are you doing today? On Friday, my grandmother, my welita, turned 80 years old. Oh my gosh, right? What a life, what a legacy. I was thinking a lot about her the last couple of days, and especially this weekend that we got to celebrate with her. And I remember being a kiddo, and I was probably maybe 2 years old, 2 or 3 at least, when you first start remembering your very first memories or whatever. And I remember that I had spent maybe a day or two with her because I used to spend the night, and she dropped me off at the house, and they were trying to trick me into believing them that just go in your room and go get something, and she was going to sneak away because she knew that I would cry knowing that she was dropping me off and I wasn't going to get to go with her. And so I remember running into my room, and I looked out the window and I could see that she was out there at the car and she was about to leave me there at the house. And I remember just screaming and crying and pounding on the window. I was so desperate to be with her. And I remember that. I remember her looking up, and I guess that they saw me crying, and she came back in to get me. And it worked, right? This little desperate plea of a 3-year-old child wanting her grandma to come back in. And I was thinking about all the times that maybe in my life I've been desperate. There are times and seasons I think that we are desperate, especially when we're kiddos. Just like that, maybe desperate for attention, right? Or maybe you've lived in a season where your desperation was reflected on somebody else. I know for me, if I go back through my life, there have been several times that desperation was unhealthy. But then there are these moments like today that I'm reflecting, and I'm really pressing in on when I've been desperate for God. There are times I think that for us as women, we don't really want to feel that desperation. We don't want to seem weak, or we ourselves want to stay strong. In those moments, though, when I look back and reflect on my own life of when I've been desperate, absolutely desperate for God. I needed Him to come through. I needed to feel Him, for me to absolutely know in the depths of who I am that He's real. He always came through. It was like me being 3, pounding on the window saying, God, please don't leave me. Please come here and save me and rescue me. I want to go with you. I want to be with you. And I think that we need a whole lot more of that, don't we, in our lives, of this desperate plea. Because let me tell you, He answers our desperate call. He answers us in desperate cries. He is the one who comes after us and holds us and reminds us that He never left us. And so today, wherever you are, will you seek after Him desperately? God bless you.